Hey, good evening, everybody. Figured I'd give you all a update real quick on what I've been doing. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I extended these tracks down a little bit. My siding, which is the far track on the right, is now just over 60 feet long, so just over a scale mile. Put the turnout in. That will be main 2. Did a little bit of painting tonight. I'm experimenting with a very light gray, looks almost white in the light, paint on the roadbed. My idea is that when I put the ballast down, the brown won't show through, so if gray shows through on gray, I think it'll look a little bit better. Also, I'm really OCD about my ballast. I don't want to spend 4 days on a little part of ballast when, just because I got some brown showing through, and it seems that I do that. So I painted some of the foam brown. I didn't paint the back side because you're not going to see that. There's going to be a track back there and I don't know if you want to call it a hill or a mountain. I guess it depends on where you're from. That will be probably about 18 inches high. So still working that out. Decided to make a little bridge right here. This little piece of foam is not the way it's going to look later on. I just kind of hacked at it a little bit, but it will basically be like a drain off area that comes off the mountain, like a draw, I guess you could call it. But I worked on some bridge abutments today. I'll cut those out tomorrow. I'll probably make a bridge very similar to the bridge I'm putting in over at the other lake scene, the water scene over there, the pond scene, depends on what you want to call it. So, little experiment here, making sure that the brown paint will cover the blue letters. And then after I did that, I realized I got scenery and stuff going down there, so there'll be dirt and ground foam, and you're not going to see it anyway, so that was just kind of pointless. But I don't even know why I worried about that for a while. But I got the foam glued down all the way to down here, which is about 17 and a half, almost 18 feet. So the glue underneath this piece of foam is drying, and I will take those weights off tomorrow and work on the rest of it. That little bulge right there in the middle, not really happy the way that looks. I'll carve that down, and I put a Sculpt-A-Mold in the little areas down here, and I'll fill that in. I'll change the contour of it to make it look not so wide. And then all the wood that you see will be a river. A little wider than maybe I should have went with, but I kind of really want to go all out on this scene, so I'll probably buy a couple of gallons of clear epoxy, paint everything and seal it, put the epoxy in, and then we'll see how she looks in. But things are looking good, I think. I'm happy with everything so far. I did solder some track together, and then I took it up immediately and then painted, so all that'll go right back down. That's why it's kind of funky looking. I got some more rail cars taken off. All these will go on shelf tomorrow, and then I'll go pick up some foam and work on this corner. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Come over to this scene with this little white sticker. You're gonna have main 1 and 2, of course, paralleling. That's double track. It'd be a crossover from 2 to 1, and then if you go straight on track 2, that'll become the yard lead. So I should have about, see, from this area to the second track on the right there, that'll be the yard lead, and the switches for the yard are over there behind that silver tank. So that's probably 25, 26 feet. So we'll just call the scale half a mile of yard lead to work on. And then of course, trains coming into the yard, they'll take that yard lead coming off the number 2 track and everything. So still got a little work to do over here. Got a couple of tracks to put in. I'm gonna put in a track 6 and 7, which will be stub in tracks. And I've come to that point where I'm out of track. So I have to go to the hobby shop tomorrow, and pick up some more track and more roadbed, and then I can get back to building again, a little bit of paint. So I'll leave you with this beautiful shot of Anderson Culvert and a Penske M1B sitting over there. Kind of looks like the deadline, but not on my railroad. Steam is king. So if you like my video, I challenge you to go watch another one, and I invite you to subscribe and leave a like or a comment. Comments are great. I love hearing comments. I mean, one comment, you know, will motivate me to make better videos and all that. I had a gentleman from from somewhere. He sent a link of one of my videos to his uncle who has a large model railroad down in Florida. He said he really liked it. So that really kind of made my day. So you want to make me happy, leave me a comment. I don't even care if it's a bad one. Just be prepared for that smart aleck answer. Y'all have a good night. Peace.